Yo, 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 yo. And we back, y'all. It's Big Vic TV. Welcome to my world. What's good? What is good, family? Found something interesting today. Just a little while ago. I found something. I had to come share this with you guys for some of you that are about to go out and get a truck. What's good? When you step in, say what's up. What's good, y'all? What's good, family? What is good? We in the building. The Kenya. How are you? I'm doing great. Doing great. What's up, Jelly? Jelly Roll. What's good? Yeah, I saw something in a truck form. I gotta talk about this, y'all. It's crazy. I saw something in a form. I'm about to save somebody's whole future right now by not making this mistake. Hey, sure, how you doing? Nico, what's good? Hashim, what's good? Yeah, I'm about to save somebody right now because I saw something in the forum, and I'm gonna just kind of chop it up with you guys. I'm gonna drop some more music, Stephen. I promise you. I got some more. I got some more. Before I leave the country on Thursday, I'm definitely gonna drop another video for you guys for my producer community. Joe, what's up? Yeah, I saw the craziest thing, yo. I got to talk about it. Mike, what's up? Josh, what's good? Yeah, so I was on this. I was just happened to see something on a box truck forum, and it's the craziest thing. It's one of the craziest things that I saw. Right. So if you don't have a truck yet, I'm gonna chop it up with you real quick. And it's talking about there's a new program, right? Supposed to be a new program for financing for poor credit. So if you don't have good credit, if your credit is poor, there's a new program available for you. So I am not at all like encouraging anybody to do this. I promise you. Yep. You said, Keith, what? All right, so it says program guide. I'm gonna read this to you guys. I'm gonna read this to you. New program financing for poor credit. Program guideline rates. Here's the rates. 19 to 35% interest rate. The minute you see that, you run in the other direction. Run as fast as you can when you hear 19 to 35% for financing anything. All right. No minimum FICO requirement. I bet you there isn't no minimum FICO requirement. Excuse me. At 19 to 35% interest rate, you have got to be kidding me. Number one, when going to look for financing, anytime you see anything that says 19 to 35%, guys, please do not do that. Please do not do that. No minimum FICO requirement, of course, because they're about to rob you. So you don't need a FICO requirement. You're about to get robbed. That's the first thing. Startups are okay. Trucks no older than 9 years old. And here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. Requires a down payment of 20 to 40%. I can go ahead and stop this live right now. I go ahead and stop it right now. Can use the equity and other equipment or real estate that you own. You might as well give them your house because you're really about to get. That's not even the crazy part. I clicked on the post, and I seen over 100 people that said that they are interested in that. Come on, y'all, we got to do better out here. We got to do better, y'all. I'm on live, brother. What's going on? Nah, your something popped up there?
What you talking about? $815 to go to door.
Wait, it's still up there?
No, it gone.
I would have took it. $815. But anyway, boy, you should have called me that 5 minutes ago.
Man, I mean, it just came up with something, and then I looked at it and clicked on it. I was just going to click on it.
Wow.
That's something. This real. Somebody got it.
Wow. I'd have went back over there for 815. I promise you. All right. Well, I'm going to hit you back.
All right, let's.
All right. A load just popped up on Amazon's load board. $815 to go from here to Raleigh, Durham. I would have been shutting this live down, y'all. I'd have been like, yeah, I got to go. But no, seriously. Over 100 people said, I'm interested. Come on, y'all. We got to do better. You see a 19 to 35% interest rate. That's not something you should be interested in. You should be running from that as fast as you can. And then they want you to put 20 to 40% down. Man, just get your credit right. Just get your credit right first. I mean, I know everybody's situation is different sometimes, but get your credit situation right first. Then get your financing in place. Then go purchase your vehicle. Don't do it the other way around. If you see somebody offering you an interest rate for 19 to 35% interest, that's pretty much like if you're going to a buy here, pay here car dealership or truck dealership. The minute you walk off the lot with that vehicle, you have just been buried in that vehicle. It'll be a long time before you see the light of day in purchasing something at between a 19 to 35% interest rate. That's just ludicrous. It's preposterous. You know, I mean, I saw that. I said, I got to go on live. I came on this live because I'm just looking at the number of people that said that they were interested in something like that. You willing to pay a 19 to 35% interest rate? I know it's money in box trucks. I know we can make money, but why give somebody that type of money when you can take the 20% or 40% that they asking for you to put down on that vehicle, put that in getting your credit fixed. Take that money and get your credit straight first. Then go purchase a vehicle. That just makes way more sense. Way more sense, guys. Do not do that. That's my advice. Do not do nothing like that. No minimum FICO score required. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, man. That's bananas. That's bananas, y'all. Highway robbery. That's right. Highway robbery. Antonio, what's up, family? Okay, Josh, that's what's up. So you seeing the loads now, right? So you just got your license on LegalZoom. What should I do next? Well, you're talking about your LLC? Loso Firm. You say you just got your LLC set up? For that type of interest rate? Listen, guys, don't finance nothing at a 19 to 35% interest rate. Man, if you don't go do the math on that, seriously, do not do nothing that's very high. If you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get educated on credit and interest rates. That's like driving if you go purchase a truck between a 19 and 35% interest rate, I'm telling you guys, you are literally riding around in a coffin because you just buried yourself in that truck. And it'd be a long time before you can get out of it. Facts. I used to sell cars years ago. I know exactly how that game is played. Darnell, no, I don't use a dispatcher, but I have brokers that call me up that I've done business with, and see if I'm available for certain loads that they may have. I had a dispatcher, but I've been dispatching myself. I've been dispatching myself. I don't use a dispatcher anymore. Is it money in box trucks being local? Yeah, you can make money locally. You just have to find the work. I don't know where your local would be at. But yes, it is. It is money. A good place to find good truck financing. It depends on how your credit is. Depends on what your credit looks like right now. Um, so I can tell you how I purchased my truck. So first I went to my credit union, right? My business account is through Navy Federal Credit Union, right? I have a business account set up with Navy Federal Credit Union. So I originally went to Navy and asked Navy, what were their rates for commercial financing. So even on a brand new vehicle, I would have had to put 20% down using my credit union, using my bank, using my business for business. So basically, you have to get a commercial loan, or you're doing commercial financing when you're talking about buying a truck. So and if you have a new business, more than likely your personal credit will have to be used as a it'll have to be used almost basically like a co-signer. You're basically co-signing for your company, or they call it a personal guarantor, right? So you have to personal guarantee that loan. If you have a new if you just got your business off the ground and your business hasn't established any credit history. So basically you will go to your bank or go to another company. So but you have to get commercial financing. It's not just a regular auto loan. You have to get commercial auto loan to purchase, a commercial vehicle. So if you go to your credit union, you can try your credit union, see if they have their business department, business loan department, right? So you can get financed that way. Also, another way to get financing, depending on your credit, it all depends on what your credit situation looks like. So if you have pretty decent credit, and when I say decent credit, I mean at least 700 and above, more than likely you can get 100% financing for your truck. Uh, and I used a company called Tandem Finance. Tandem Finance. And there's another company called Balboa, but your company's credit has to be a little stronger with Balboa. I think it's Balboa Financial or something like that. Uh, so I originally went to International's website, right? When I purchased my second truck, I went to International's website. I filled out their online application for financing, for commercial financing. So they basically took my information. I got a pre-approval right over the computer. Charlotte's international location didn't have any trucks. All the box trucks were sold out, so I had to go out to Nashville and purchase my vehicle. Laverne, Tennessee, like basically is right beside Nashville. So I had to go to Laverne, Tennessee, purchase my truck. But I got pre-approved. Uh, two commercial finance companies picked it up. One was trying to get me to put a little something down, and the other one said they would do 100% financing for me. So I got 100% financing for my newer truck that I purchased. So that was how I purchased my truck. So I also had to use my name as a personal guarantor. So right now, that truck is basically establishing credit history for my business right now. It does not show up on my personal credit. The only way that that truck will show up on my personal credit is if I don't make the note payment on that truck. So I'm just a personal guarantor. It's just like if somebody co-signed for you and you decided not to pay on the vehicle that they co-signed on and you default on that loan, it's going to go on their credit because they signed, they signed as a co-signer for you. So yeah, that's a way that you can get uh, your truck financed. But please, guys, don't ask what the interest rate. Ask what the interest rate is. And most times on used vehicles, unless it's brand new, those rates can be anywhere from like 7 to 11 to 12%. That's for a used vehicle, commercial vehicle. That's a decent rate right there. But when you start talking about 19%, 35%, that's something you do not want to do. Run from that situation. Run from that deal. So you said you saw another YouTuber that was mentioning a program for financing, and this could be the same financing that they were talking about. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't watch the video or anything like that, but I did see them mentioning something about financing your box truck. But anytime you see something talking about financing you with poor credit, your interest rate is about to be ridiculous. I promise you, your interest rate is about to be so ridiculous. But I understand people it depends on your situation and where you're at financially, whether you have money to put down on the vehicle. Uh, but even with a situation like this program that they're talking about right here, your interest rates start at 19 and go up to 35%. Run, Forrest, run. Run, Forrest, run. But that's where you can get some that's the way to get started on financing a vehicle. Um, Credit should definitely be um, in order. Get your credit situation straight first before you take on a situation where you're talking about 19 to 35%. Makes no sense to me. It does. It just doesn't make good business sense. You about to bury your business in a vehicle to where you're probably going to make the first 5 years of no the first 3 years of payments before you even see the principal on that loan start to move. And then your monthly note is probably going to be so ridiculously high. You'll be paying interest your first 3 years on a vehicle like that, at those prices. Them trucks like 30, 40 grand now, some of them $50,000. You don't want to finance a truck paying 19 to 35% on something like that. No, no way, no way. Hit that like button if I'm dropping some gems for y'all, man. Like this live, hit that live. I can't see how many even can't even see the likes on this thing right now, but I know we're streaming. But hit that live. Hit that like button for me, y'all. See if any more questions. Any more questions? So with Navy Federal, you have to know somebody that's that has an account with Navy to basically help you, get signed up with Navy. Yeah, if you can pay cash for your truck, by all means, yes, pay cash for it. Pay cash for it. But if you're trying to build your company's credit up, then yeah, I will put some money down and then get the rest, financed. Make sure it's a good company, a commercial financing company. Says, what should be the max price I should go with as a beginner and the maximum mileage? Well, it depends on if you're looking for a vehicle with a warranty, if you're looking for a vehicle with these trucks can get up to 1,000,000 miles. As long as they've been taken good care of, the mileage is not a big factor. As long as it's been taken care of, you can get the service records on that vehicle. You should be good to go. If they can provide you with service records, then that the vehicle was well maintained, then you should be good to go with that engine. I'm just like, it depends on if you have money to put down. I mean, you can put 15-20% down, but me, I like to use other people's money, so I'm not gonna give up all my cash when I can keep that. When you can keep cash for reserves, just in case something goes wrong with the truck, especially if you don't have a warranty on that vehicle. I use straps and load bars on my truck. I have both in the back of my box. You're welcome, Antonio. A good load board besides Amazon: DAT load board, truck stop load board. Depending on how many months your authority is, you can use CH Robinson. Got XPO Logistics. And after 6 months with the authority, Snyder is a good load board to use. Freightliner is good. Hino's are good. Freightliners are good. Internationals are good as long as you get that Cummins engine, diesel, and Cummins engine, Allison transmission. You hear it all the time. Cummins engine, Allison transmission. Free load boards. Most of the load boards are going to try to make you pay. They're free if you sign up with, like C.H. Robinson is free. XPO Logistics is a free load board, but you have to be at least 90 days with most of them to even access their load boards. So I mean, you got to think about it. If you're looking at free stuff, unless it's a specific company's load board, then you don't know what you may be getting on a free load board. You may not have all the tools that you need. So it's a business. It's going to be a business expense. So you might as well, use the boards where the loads be at. DAT load board, truck stop load board. Outside of that, then you have individual load boards with, companies. Companies have their own load boards. And then some of those companies still post some of their loads on DAT load board and truck stop. The year to do Amazon, it doesn't matter the year of the truck. My first truck was 2006. Second was 2017. The older the truck, the cheaper your insurance. Let me tell you that much. The older your truck, the cheaper your insurance will be. The newer your truck, the higher your insurance will be, because they have to cover more of the expense, depending on what year your vehicle is. Truck number one. I got another video coming up on truck number one. But if you want to know now, my latest estimate from them is $22,000. The service manager looked over the other two estimates and they came back to me with 22 grand. They also said $8,700 to put my truck back like it was when I first brought it to them. So yeah, madness. I'm still dealing with madness with that. They told me that my truck is taking up one of their bays. I need to kind of make a decision as soon as I possibly can. So yeah, that's what's going on with truck number one. Yes, you can use a 24-foot box truck for Amazon. Yes, 24, 26. Or a reefer. You can use a reefer truck with Amazon now. You can get consistent work with the box truck without going OTR. Yes, you can. Depends on what city you live in. Depends on the state and city that you live in. If you're in a city or state that doesn't have a lot of freight moving in and out of that area, then you may have to go over the road or go over a state or two. I'll go hang out. I would go hang out in a couple of other states if I had to make my money, and then come back home. There's nothing wrong with that. Depending on your situation. It's not difficult to get work for new authorities. You just kind of got to go through the numbers, especially when you download the load board. You just have to go through the numbers. Just talk to brokers. Like me, I'm just get it how I know to get it. If the money's there, I'm going to get it. Yep. So yeah, for that price there, that price that they talking about is crazy. They want $22,000 to fix my truck. That's not a brand new engine. That's just them fixing it. I guess putting some other new stuff in there. So I'm like, yeah. I got to make a decision this coming week though. Decide on what I'm gonna do with the truck. I'm ready to get it up and running though. Ready to get that one back up and running. I want to put a new box install on that truck. CDL, thinking of getting to the box truck game. Is it a good idea? I will go OTR. Absolutely, it's a good idea. Absolutely. So if you have a CDL and you're buying a box truck, I, I would buy a box truck. Jeremy, what's up? I would definitely buy a box truck that could weigh out more than 10, that can carry more than 10,000 pounds on it. Definitely, if I had a CDL, the more weight you can carry, a lot of times, the more a lot more money you can make. So CDL, I probably would do a dually go to dually hot shot route to be able to haul a little more weight. Basically with that flatbed trailer. The version of DAT that I have is the $99 version. It's the pro version. You get access to more information on with the loads. What's up, everybody? Shout out to everybody jumping in on the live. Shout out to y'all. Yes, I use a factoring company. As a matter of fact, I have a live coming up that I'm going to be doing with my factoring company. They're just going to we're going to just go. I'm going to bring them on the channel, and we're just going to kind of go over some of the things that they offer and some of the discounts that they will be able to offer you guys as far as factoring goes. So they're pretty good. They pay you next day. You get to see if these brokers are approved first. So one thing about having a factoring company, you get to run credit checks on these brokers. So like a lot of times you'll go to the load board, you may see a load that you're interested in, and you run that factoring company through your I'm not factoring company, you run that broker's name. I type their name into my factoring company, and it lets me know if they're approved for factoring or not. So if they're not approved for factoring, it's going to be up to you whether you decide you want to still run with that broker. But 9 times out of 10, there's a couple of reasons why your factoring company won't factor that broker. Either they're a new broker and they're not set up with your factoring company, or it's a broker that doesn't pay their bills and your factoring company does not want to factor their loads. So they don't have good credit with your factoring company. So I've ran some loads that were not factorable because the actual factoring company had their own quick pay system set up in place through other companies. So yeah, 2.75%, then 3 to 5%. My rate is 3%. I believe mine is 3%. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's 3%. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna pull mine up. So they set me up with a different account. So if I refer you guys over to them, you guys can get decent rate. You'll be able to get the same rate that I have. I'm gonna try to pull them up real quick so I can show you guys something. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm about to show y'all something real quick. Let me show you what the factoring looks like. And there's a lot of brokers that are on DAT load board that's not approved for factoring. And they're usually the ones that pop up with super low rates. And you'll be looking like they'll try to get you to go to California for like $800. 2,000 something miles for $800. It's ridiculous, y'all. It is ridiculous. Like, who does that? Let's see here. GR Capital. So I'm gonna show y'all something. All right. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Let's do share screen, and let me know if y'all can see it good. So can y'all see that pretty clear? Hit me with a yes if you can. Yeah, you got to be careful on there too. So, yeah. So if y'all can see that pretty good. So here's my factoring company, right? So basically, you can come here. Godzilla, you said you can't see it? Okay, cool. Y'all can see it. So basically, I can come here and I can type in. These are like some of the brokers that pop up in here, and we can go in here and we can do a check. If it's crispy and clear on my screen. Yeah. So let's do this. We're gonna look at the load board. My load board is showing very, very clear. I mean, this load board is showing pretty decent right now. So how it will work is it will work sort of like this. Let's look at some of these. Let me refresh this screen right here with these loads. All right. So for instance, let's look at this load right here for a box truck. This is going from Hartsville to Ellenwood, Georgia. Notice they haven't put anything up here as far as how much the load is paying, right? So when you see this, you already know it's about to be some games being played. But look at the pro version. You're looking at the 15-day average right here. 15-day average. And they haven't made an offer right here. So check this out. All right, so what we got? ATS Logistics, right? So what I'll do is I'll go back over to my factoring. What's the name again? ATS Logistics. So we're gonna type in ATS Logistics, and let's see if they approve for factoring. Let's do a quick credit check. They approve. So cool. My factoring company will factor their loads, which means I can do business with them and send that Raycon and BOL, upload that information in the app on my phone, and my factoring company will pay me the next day. Within 24 hours, I'll get paid for that load. Once I send the BOL over and the POD. But POD is BOL and the Raycon. Yeah, so that's how that works. So a company like, let me show you a company. I think, yeah, they should have a load up here. So look right here, guys. Yeah, they want to know the price that you'll do it for. So check out this company. Let's click on HLH. If y'all can see it, it's good, right? You see the stars? When you go in here, and please look at reviews before you take loads with some of these, some of these companies. They got 28 reviews. Okay, got to issue sale. What they say? They will waste your time. Update the last review. Issue sale. It's blurry. I don't know. It looks clear on my end. Look at that. Do not use. Will not ever use again. We have not received payment. And when you start seeing stuff like that, 9 times out of 10, your factoring company's probably not even going to approve them for factoring. The range, what's up, brother? Dangerous Beats ATL, what's good? So everybody said it looks clear. So if it doesn't look clear on your screen, you gotta step your Wi-Fi game up. I don't know, Miko. You said it looked blurry. Refresh your Wi-Fi. So, see, I wish Truck Stop had this. Like, Truck Stop doesn't have it to where you can actually rate the broker. So if you do business with a broker and they do bad business with you, you should be able to leave them a review. But that load, loads don't look too bad up here. I mean, yeah, these rates look a little crazy. So this is what I was talking about, like when I was out there over the road. So here's a load right here going 1,130 miles. Right? For me, going to Augusta, I would have 73 miles a deadhead right here. Right? So they're offering $1,300. When you see these numbers, ignore these numbers immediately when you see them on the load board. That's not the number. That's the number that they will like you to do it for. That's not the number you're going to run it for. All right. And HLH, you said HLH always pays you? Yeah, HLH got bad reviews, like a lot of bad reviews. They seem a little sketchy to me. So I never ran anything for HLH. All right, so $1,300 right here, right? But look at that 15-day average up here. $4,464. Why would you go 1,130 miles for $1,300, y'all? And so we did the math on that. Let me do the math on that real quick. The math on that, right? Let's say $1,300. $1,300 divided by how many miles? 1,130. I didn't even include the deadhead. That's $1.15 per mile. You think I'm gonna actually run 1,130 miles for $1.15? Come on, son. The average is saying $4,464. Yeah, my factoring company won't factor HLH either. So now you have to figure out a way to get your well, you said HLH always pays you, so they must have their own factoring or quick pay system set up. Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. AJ, I know exactly how that works. See, the shipper gives them a lump sum of money already. See, this is why you try to get a direct connection with the shipper, simply because you already know that the shipper basically hands the broker a certain amount of money, right? So if you look at the 15-day average right here, looking at that 15-day average, the shipper probably gave the broker somewhere close to in this ballpark. Why would a broker put it for $1,300 on the load board, hoping that some silly McNilly takes that load so he can put the lion's share in his pocket just by sitting on his butt and posting it on the load board? But you have to go out there and do the driving. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. See, they'll hang up quick. They'll hang up the phone quick on me. Yeah, I get that from TQL a lot, Total Quality Logistics, because they'll do the same thing. They'll try to get you to run it for the low. And I'll tell them in a minute, like, look, man, 15-day averages. Yeah, I said, man, I cannot do. There was a 15-day average the other last week. I called TQL about a load, and that load was going for like 15-day average was like I want to say $2,000. And my man over there at TQL, the broker, was like, he's like, yeah, we got that one listed at $500. I said, oh yeah, you do? I said, bro, y'all got to stop that. Y'all got to stop that. Y'all got to stop that. That's nonsense. I got off the phone so quick with him. Wasting my time talking about $500, man. Yes, they have to stop taking anything, man. It's ridiculous. Don't be so thirsty to take this low paying freight, man. If you want to stay in business, you have to get a decent number for the freight that you're moving out there. That number you see on the load board, that's not it. That's not the real number. Don't leave the lion's share in their pocket. I know you want to eat, but you'll eat. You just gotta keep going through the numbers and negotiate good rates with these brokers. Yeah, so I have some uh another company. I run a lot. I ran quite a bit of freight for Hurricane Logistics. I ran a few of their loads while I was out on over the road this past week, and they always pay me. And my factoring company won't factor their loads. They always pay me. They pay me on time. They're through Riggs, RIGZ. Riggs does their factoring. Yeah, you got to watch on the weight too. Make sure that weight is what it's supposed to be. Be careful with that. You don't want to be riding overweight, and now you get penalized. They're not gonna get penalized. You will if you get stopped by DOT and you're overweight. That's why I always go to the weigh station when I get loaded. Now, Hurricane is cool, but that load that I went to go pick up and the load was already taken or picked up, yeah, that was from Hurricane. But that was the only issue I had with them. I never had any other issues with Hurricane Logistics. And they usually have a lot of loads, or, pretty good bit of loads out there too. Yeah, but yeah, I get HLH just makes me nervous. They make me nervous. They rates me low. Did you negotiate the load with them, or did you take what they had on the load board? Appaloosa. I hope I said your name right. I don't want to be butchering people's names. Yeah, it's freight that moves around there. Let me show you the dashboard so y'all can see what's going on. Right? It's the national load count right here. Look at these numbers. If y'all can see them and they're not blurry on your end, I'm gonna just scroll through them slowly. Look at the states, freight going in and freight going out of each state. So you'll know where freight is moving at. Just take a look at it. Take a look at the states. If you see a state don't have a lot of numbers, you know what that means. Not a lot of freight moving in your area as far as loads coming in the state and loads going out of the state right now. California, they got a couple hundred loads coming out of there. Florida. So this is what I usually do. I'll look at these, the states up here or around the time. Because today, what's today? Well, it's also the weekend too. So it's more than likely it's not going to be that much freight moving in these states because it's the weekend. So through the week, these numbers will go up. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely going by as the weekend as well. Like right now, look at South Carolina, 28 loads coming in, 35 going out. Yes, you got to have your authority. You got to put an MC number or DOT number in order to even sign up with the load boards. Yeah, it does make you get a little skeptical, and your factoring company be like, hey, if you run a load with them and they don't have, you don't get your money. It's kind of like one of the reasons why we don't factor their load. So it's kind of up to you if you do run a load and you don't get paid from a broker that wasn't factorable with your factoring company. That's the whole purpose of running credit checks on these brokers. So how much can you make weekly profit from a box truck? Depends on how hard you want to run and what load you're getting. So I use the Pilot Flying J card. They give you 12% discount off the posted rate that they have out there. So you get like 12 cents off a gallon. But I only use them if it's absolutely necessary. If I can find cheaper fuel, I just use my own money for my fuel. I try not to use the fuel card if I don't have to. Like if there's a gas station open that has decent diesel, like BP, Shell, gas station, Circle K, they have good, decent rates for diesel fuel. I would just get my diesel from them versus using my fuel card. So yeah, this is a way kind of just to gauge kind of what freight is looking like in your area. Like a lot of like I said, it's the weekend. A lot of these numbers are low right now. Like when Monday hit, all these numbers would be different. Most of them, majority of them will be much higher because that's when freight starts moving again. Mike, I have two trucks, but one of them is in the shop with a ridiculous estimate right now. This last estimate was 22 grand to fix it. This is at the Carolina International used trucks. And that's why the rate is high. Because I never should have brought it to them in the first freaking place. So it's part of the game. Part of the game. Live and you learn. Yeah, so let me look at some of these loads real quick. Let me go back here again. But search loads. And this is what I have my filter set up to. If y'all can see them. If they pop up. Yeah, I got straight box, van with air ride, van with lift gate. That's basically my truck type settings. Weight 10,000. I really usually have this at like 9,500 pounds. So I try not to carry anything over that. And I have full and partial selected. What's today? 17. Let's look for today's the 17. Let's go to the 19. Look up the 19. Orangeburg to New York. So you see this load right here with XPO Logistics. So let's click on this. They're offering $3,500. Well, I don't know why that came up. They're offering $3,500 for this load going to California from Charlotte, North Carolina. Less than 2,000 pounds, 50-foot trailer needed, 20 foot on one side, 30 feet on the other side. So that's going to be for a 53-footer. And they're offering 3,500, which is definitely negotiable. And you can see the 15-day average is $4,751 on a load like that. But you need a 53-footer. Here's a straight box load by Yellow Diamond Consultants. 3,500 pounds. This looks like a load that I would probably run, but of course I would do a credit check, a broker check. Let's check them out. Yellow Diamond. Let me go back. Refresh that. Oh, I'm doing too much right now. Hold on. Let's do Yellow Diamond Consultants. Let's check them out. Broker check. Yellow Diamond. That's how you do a quick broker check. Yellow Diamond Consultants. Let's check them out. Yep, they are approved for factoring. So that's usually the first step when I'm booking a load. I'll go check and see if I can get factored with them first. Then I'll go back and I'll start making the phone calls then. Once I know I can be factored with them, I really don't check the I don't check the reviews. I don't really do their reviews because my factoring company will factor their load, so I'm kind of good once I see that. But I always like to see people's experiences with these brokers too. Look at that, a little rude. Hangs up on me when I was discussing the load. I never have hauled a load for them. Don't plan on it. Terrible company. They need to provide true description. This company is trash. Don't do business with them. Disrespectful. No tono. See that no tono? Truck order not used. So you can't great company to do business with. So you can see reviews on a lot of these companies, man. Nudgy Studios, what's up, brother? I promise you I got y'all. I got the beats coming back. I promise you I got them coming back. I got another tutorial I'm about to do with the hook theory. I got another hook theory joint I'm gonna do. Alejandro, how did you like Yellow Diamond? That load that I'm looking at right there looks like something that I would run. I would shoot out to. It's only 244 miles. As long as their numbers are right. In Hardyville, that's about 2 and some change on that deadhead though. So they would really have to pay me some money to run that load. Because I can't go too far this week because I fly out of here on Thursday. I'm not gonna tell y'all where I'm flying to just yet. I'm gonna let y'all see. I'm gonna post that one on the YouTube, on my YouTube story. But I got a long flight. I can tell you that much. Yeah, so like it's the weekend right now, so I'm looking at these loads, and they will definitely be way more loads than this on Monday. You'll just start seeing loads just keep popping up on Monday. Yeah. So with the factoring company, I just basically went to the site, signed up. But if you do decide to go with OTR Capital, just mention me, and you should be able to get the same rate that I have with them, 3% rate, and that's non-recourse. Non-recourse. Non-recourse means if they pay you in advance, they pay you in 24 hours, and let's say they have to get their money from them. They're willing to wait the 30 days or 28 days, however many days it takes for the broker to pay them their money. And if the broker decides not to pay them their money, non-recourse means they won't come back and try to get their money from you that they already have, that they paid you already. So that's what non-recourse is. And it's good to have non-recourse because you really don't want to be waiting 30, 40 days for your 30 days for your money to come. It's probably one. Yeah, Virginia. What part of Virginia though? I can show just Virginia. I can do Richmond or something. See what Richmond pops up. Richmond, Virginia. Let's see what Richmond got. Richmond. Y'all got about 13 out there. Yeah, but back to box truck financing, y'all. Make sure you're not doing no craziness like financing a truck for between 19 and 35% interest rate. Please don't do that. Please do not finance a vehicle at that interest rate. Not even a personal car. Please don't do that. Yep. Early. Gotta jump on them boards early. Jump on that low board early. So non-recourse means that you will not be held liable once your factoring company pays you your money within 24 hours that the broker owes. The broker, they get their money from the broker, but they pay you your money. Yeah. So if you see these programs out here saying that you can get your box truck financed with bad credit, that's already a bad sign. Just know that interest rate is going to be between 19 and 35%. And then they want you to put 20 to 40% down on the vehicle. Stay away from that nonsense. That's foolishness. Do not do that, please. Like I said earlier, you will be buried so far in that vehicle, you'll be riding around in a coffin. Yeah, I do offer one-on-ones. I'm gonna put the link up there. I'll put the link up there. Where is it? Where's my link? No, not that. Oh, my banners. There we go. That's the link right there. That's the one-on-one, Mike. You can set up a call with me right there. Massachusetts. What do I recommend for Jay asks, what do I recommend for bad credit? Getting good credit. That's the only thing I recommend for bad credit. Getting good credit. Fixing your credit. Because if you do look at any type of financing that's 19 to 35%, you'll be paying on that vehicle for about 3 years. Just all that money will be going in their pocket before you even see a dent in the principal of that vehicle. You won't see a dent in that. Rhode Island. Yeah, so all right, so I was trying to show y'all a demonstration on the load board. I really wasn't trying to go into looking in different cities, y'all. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm talking about box truck finance. I wasn't trying to really hit the low board. I was just trying to show y'all a couple things on the low board. But I'll check for you real quick, man. So no, I'm gonna show you. I'd rather show you this though. I'd rather show you the dash. Let me look at the dashboard so you can see what's going on in your city, right? You'll see what type of loads coming in and coming out of your city. So I'm gonna scroll through. Massachusetts, y'all got 40 loads coming in, 43 loads going out, like as of right now. Not that's the average right now. But it's Saturday, so it's not gonna be a lot of freight moving right now. It's Saturday. So like on a Monday, usually you'll see all these numbers start picking up. Shout out to everybody on the live, man. Shout out to y'all. OTR Capital. I'll put it in here. I'll put the link in there. But you gotta mention New Ventures or Big Vic TV, either one. They know who I am. OTR Capital. Yeah. Just mention me. They know who I am. So yeah, let's go back. You said North Dakota. Where's North Dakota? North Dakota up there. There you go. North Dakota got 5 loads coming in and 12 loads coming out of North Dakota right now, as of today. These, like I said, those numbers have changed, like on Monday. Yeah, Hinos are pretty good trucks. Hinos are pretty good trucks. It's basically like having a Toyota engine in a truck. DAT power is for power only loads. Power only loads. And DAT truck edge just has a variety of box trucks, vans, things of that nature. Houston. It's got Texas down here. TX. Texas right down here at the bottom. It's on the weekend, and Texas got some freight moving out there. 305 loads coming into Texas, 470 loads moving out of Texas. That's what's moving out of there right now. That's what's moving out of Texas right now. So let's search. I'll search it real quick, man. Houston, Texas. See what's Houston, Texas. It's Saturday. It's not gonna be a lot moving, y'all. See that right now? Houston got 8 loads on DAT right now, as far as leaving out of there on Monday or Tuesday. Box trucks loads already in there. See that? Straight box, SB. That's what that stands for. Straight box. 26 foot, 5,000 pounds. HLH Logistics. That's what the SB is. Straight box. When you don't see a number, let the games begin. When you don't see a number on the load board, it's time to negotiate. Well, you got to negotiate either way, but so where's this load going from? This load is going from Houston, Texas to Yorkville, Tennessee. 663 miles. They're offering $700. They're $1,000 off on this load. Look at that 15-day average, 1770, and they're offering $700. We need to get that to about $1,200, $1,300 for this to even make sense right here. For me, that's for me. I don't know. Y'all might be comfortable with $700. I'm not comfortable with $700 for that. Yeah, I'm on Trucker's Edge now, but this the web version. So yeah, how many loads in and out of Syracuse? I mean, that is New York, right? Yeah, here go NY right here. New York right now. 133 coming in, 148 coming out. Yeah, them truck prices is up there, man. They are up there. I promise you. The numbers is crazy. Yeah, it's a lot of freight moving out of well, right now it's a little light out there in Louisiana. 52 loads coming in, 95 loads going out. Yep. But yeah. It's what the lower board looking like right now. So here's a box truck load picking up Fort Worth, Texas, to Sealy, Texas. 243 miles, 4 feet, 1,000 pounds of partial, $300. I don't even want to talk about these guys right here right now. Y'all see how many loads I see right now, right? 0. Yeah, that was for a box truck. Smooth. That was for the box truck. My sign going in and out. Yeah, so would I buy a Ford truck? Probably not. I mean, but you could buy a Ford truck as long as it has the Cummins engine, Allison transmission. Cummins engine, Allison transmission. You know, back in the days, they used to call Fords fix or repair dailies. Chris Williams, what's up? Well, my light going in and out, flickering in and out back there. I'm like, what's going on? Feeling like it's poltergeist in here right now. What we doing? Yeah, I posted my truck on Amazon. Didn't get no hits. None. I didn't get no bites. Dom, what's up? I didn't get no hits on poster truck. Not a one. Yeah, found on the road dead too. That's the other acronym for Ford. Yeah, them Fords. Yep. The trucks they moving hot right now, but I know quite a few people that have been purchasing them from auctions right now. So, don't sleep on the auctions. The only thing with the auction, you just don't know exactly what you're gonna get when you buy a truck from the auction. You just don't know exactly what you're getting. It doesn't come with all the paperwork, so it's very, very, very risky messing with the auctions. But you can get a good deal. You can get a truck for the low out there. Bring your diesel mechanic with you that knows what they're looking for. Nah, my Amazon score is looking real weird right now. My score is not looking the best right now, brother. Want to see my score? This where your boy at. I got a C plus, man. I can't see nothing on the load board. This right here, this mistake right here cost me from being able to see the load board. Well, I can see the load board. I just don't have early access. So like one of my partners just called me up and he told me there was a load that just was on the load board for $800 something. A load I ran last night. Same load I ran last night for $560 something with Amazon. It didn't make it through to my email, which means if I'd have caught it, if it would have made it through to my email, I would have been able to grab that load. This live would have been over. I'd have been saying, see you later. Let me go get this eight hundo real quick. Syracuse. So I'm not gonna really be able to see nothing like with Amazon right now. Like I'm gonna show y'all because I don't have early access no more. So they not letting me. You know, I and this 53 footer stuff right here. So if I do one of my save searches, I hit apply, right? No matches. So if I do, let's do New Jersey real quick. Let's do New Jersey. See that? Nothing. I can't see nothing now. That's why y'all haven't even been seeing me pull up Amazon stuff because Amazon, they acting extra right now. So I can't look up Amazon load board stuff right now. My Amazon score is 80s in the 80s right now. I'm a C student. I was an A student last time with Amazon. I'm a C student right now. So it's okay. My overall company average is a C plus. So after this load, I think after next week, I should be back having early access again. But as of right now, I don't have early access. See that? This performance grade has to be at least 90 and above. 90 and above. My score dropped because I mistakenly booked a 53 footer load and had to cancel it immediately because I thought it was a 26 footer load and they dinged me for that. I already put in a dispute. They have not responded back to my emails. I told y'all Amazon, they funny, man. See, everything else is 100 except this. See that? I canceled. See right here, check this out. If I go here, you see the details. Let y'all see the details real quick. See that? Rejected loads. Look at that. Greater than 6 hours. So that one didn't hurt as much. It was this 53 footer load that I booked by mistake. Less than 6 hours. I even put this was a dispatcher error, and they still hit me for it. So if you cancel less than 6 hours, it's gonna affect your score even more. Yeah, Amazon, they it is what it is. The load that I ran last night should help push my score back up above 90. Right. See, when you're doing over the road or you're doing loads with other brokers, you got a little more time, you got more flexibility. But Amazon, you're definitely on a real serious schedule with them. You know, and they will bother you if you look like you're about to be late. They will ring that phone up. Well, the ROC people will call your phone and ask you, you know, how far are you from whatever location you're going to. I remember they did me like that when I first started. I'm like, bro, relax. I'm pulling up at the facility. Calm down. I'll be there. Yeah, so like the last week I ran with Amazon, I did like $3,000 with them. My last week before my score jammed me up. I did like $3,000 with them. Now I already know. I already know how to do what Demetrius does. I already know how to do that already. I did it. That only works for on time. That fix or whatever. That's only for on time performance. That's not. We can't do nothing about acceptance. Amazon has to handle that. There's no fix for that. There's no fix for the acceptance. Yeah, I know how to bring the on time up. That's why my on time is at 100 right now. Because this my on time was originally at not to, about a week or so ago. I had like 90, something like that, 92, 93. You know, I did what I needed to do, and I got that back to 100. So no, the requirements for Amazon are not the same as DAT load board. Depends on what broker you're using. You talking about insurance requirements? No, Amazon requires a little more insurance than most of these other brokers. It's on my thumbnail. 58. The kid, 58. Oh, Mike, I had to, I mistakenly booked a 53 footer load, and Amazon they still hit me. They still stung me for it. So the following week, I seen my score dropped, and I did not have early access anymore because of that. So I've already put a dispute in with Amazon, and I'm still waiting for them to new notification either. I'm still waiting for them to accept my my humble mistake. I had a dispatch error, so that made my score drop. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back. I will be back in the game with Amazon in a second. But I did run a load for them last night because there was a load that happened to trickle past early access, and it fell into my inbox, and I clicked on it, and it was still available, and I took it. So it was paying like $560 something, so I grabbed that. I snatched that up real quick. Last Friday, wait, yesterday. Yesterday was the first Friday I did not get a check from Amazon. Of course, because I went over the road, so and my other truck is down, and of course my driver that I did have, he was not running any Amazon loads. Yeah, you can run Amazon day and night if the loads are available. If they have a day, if you can catch a daytime load, yes, you can run them in the daytime. And if you catch a postal route at night, you can run them at night. Yeah, you absolutely can. Yeah, please do not make the mistake of booking a 53 footer load by mistake with Amazon. They are going to ding your score because you're going to have to reject that load if you don't own a 53 footer. So, yeah, before you hit that book button, make sure you triple check that load is for a 26-foot box truck. Amazon has over the road loads for 53 footers, not box trucks. Now you every now and again you'll catch a long distance run that Amazon needs to make with a box truck, but not often. So Amazon at the time they were doing approvals over the computer. Now someone has to call you. So when I first signed up, it only took 1 day for them to approve me with Amazon, and I had access to the load board. And I was running freight that very next day. Yep. So yeah, but y'all about to wrap this thing up. Wrap this up. I appreciate y'all coming to hang out with the kid. Do we get paid for tolls by Amazon? It just depends on if you have tolls in your area. They might factor it in. Usually, you'll click on the load and you'll see They factor in the fuel. If you have tolls, they may factor that in as well. Depends on the route that you're running. Yeah, so Amazon has been taking a little longer to approve people. So once you get approved, you'll see the load board immediately. Now, what you see on the load board, that's another story. I'm not sure what you'll see. You may really have to be hanging out on the load board, kind of low key stalking the load board to see if any loads are gonna pop up that you can run with Amazon. So you'll have to kind of catch some loads just so that you can generate a score with them. Because they're not going to give you a score unless you run a load, for them. So sometimes you may have to catch something for the low just to be able to generate a score with them. Yeah, but don't miss that phone call, because now you're going to now Amazon will they will call your phone. So don't miss the phone call, because they more than likely they're not going to keep calling your phone to, talk to you about approving you for Amazon. I think they ask you a few questions now, and then they approve you over the phone. They have a third-party logistics company doing that now. Yeah, so guys, just make sure you finance your trucks right, man. Finance your trucks right. Please finance your trucks right. Or if you can pay cash, just go drop the bag on it. Drop the bag on it. But do not pay 19 to 35% interest rate, okay? Do not do that, please. Do not do that. I don't know if y'all can see that right there. Let me know if y'all can see that. Hold on. Do not do that. Do not do this. Do not. Y'all see that? 19 to 35%. No minimum FICO required. Startups okay. Trucks no older than 9 years old. Requires down payment of 20 to 40%. This is hilarious. Don't do that, y'all. It's crazy. Look how many people said they were interested. Look at all these people say they're interested in this. They are interested in paying 19 to 35% interest rate. I don't want to get in the game that bad. No. Do not do that. That's madness, y'all. Interested. When I see, this is the reason why I came and did this live, so you guys can get better educated on what not to do. Do not do that right there, y'all. Please don't. Don't do that. 19 to 35%. Wow. Get your credit right first. Yeah, if you get a loan from the bank, do it that way. Yeah, you can do that. That makes way more sense. That's how you purchase a vehicle. If you get a personal loan, if the bank gives you a personal loan and you got a good rate on that personal loan, then yes, you can use those funds to go buy your truck. That makes more sense than giving somebody 19 to 35%, interest rate on a vehicle. It's crazy. Yeah, you see that. They want 20 to 40% down and 19 to 30. Man, y'all, come on, y'all. We got to be smarter. We got to be smarter than that out here. A lot of people don't really look at the interest rate. They're just like, oh, you can approve me? Great. How much is my payment? Cool, I can afford that. Your payment's gonna be about $1,500, $2,000. You're gonna be paying that for about 3 years before you ever make a dent in that principal balance on that vehicle. You're gonna steadily be looking at your statements like, why isn't my balance going down? Duh, you got a 19 to 35% interest rate. That's why. All you're paying is interest right now. You'll be paying interest for 3.5 years probably with that type of interest rate. That's nonsense. Yeah, right. If y'all giving up that type of money for a box truck, I'll finance you. I'll go get a truck and let you finance it from me. If they giving it up that sweet, see how many people said they were interested in that? That post should have been removed from out of. That's why I don't be in these groups, man. They be talking crazy. They talk crazy in some of these groups. Yes, that's exactly what that is. That is extortion. All the people said interested. No, they said they are interested. I promise you. Everybody said interested. Send me the information. You see that? Look, I'm telling y'all no lies right now. Look, hold on. Let me get this in. Could. Whoa. Come on. There we go. Oh, get right. Get right. All right, there we go. Interested. Look at that. I hate to show people's names, but come on, y'all. They interested in this. More info, please. Me. Interested. How? I'm interested. Me. I am interested. Listen. Man, I see that stuff, y'all. I get sad when I see stuff like that. It's crazy. Because when you're not educated on how interest rates work and how you really could be setting yourself up for failure already when you're starting your business by doing something like that. You know, I just wouldn't do it. I just would not do it. Yeah, I can get it. 2015 International 4300 with Cummins engine and Allison transmission. Mileage is 157,000, selling for 42,000 cash. That sounds about right about now. That price sounds about right, Nick. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's good miles, 157,000 miles. Yeah, we can get a warranty on that. That sounds about right. That's real good miles. Yep, 157,000. You got plenty of life left in that truck. That's not even really broke in yet, 157,000. It's so quick to say F to everything. Oh man. Yeah, don't do it, y'all. Get your credit right first. Say I invested 21,000 to start and grossed 45,000 just in $4,500 in 4 days. That's great. Yeah, that's good. Them real good numbers. If you get out there and work this business, y'all, you will make money. I promise you. You will make money. You just gotta work. You gotta put the work in. 19% interest with 30% down for 30 years at $1,200 a month payment is not that bad. I think because 3 years of interest for $38,000, for example, is only about $8,000 in interest for a total of $46,000. 19% interest. Yeah, if you're putting 30% down, but you really need to. Interest only really matters if you stretch it out the full term of the loan. So let me say that. Interest only matters if you stretch it, if you go the full term of the loan, then that's when the interest is going to come and bite you in your behind. And that's exactly what that's hustling backwards. Now, if you decided to get that loan, right? If you decided to take a loan out at 19% interest and you took the money, if you're going to make $5,000 a month payment on that truck, you don't worry about the interest rate because you're going to pay that truck off way faster, right? is when you stretch it out at that rate is where you're gonna get bit in your behind. That's still a lot of money to be paying. That's too much money to be paying for interest on a vehicle. Too much money. Way too much. Yeah, that's a lot of interest to just be giving up to somebody. 30% down. You giving me a 19% interest rate, and you want me to give you 30% of my cash. I'm losing. I am losing. Chicago is a great spot. Yes. There's always freight moving in and out of Chicago and Illinois, period. Yes. I like coming out to Illinois because I know I'm going to make money every time I come out there. I don't have to worry about getting a load out of there. It's there for me. 30% of $38,000 is $11,000. Interest, free money that you're giving somebody. Yes, yes, yes. It's 400,000 miles a lot. That's a lot of miles, depending on how much the truck is. Now, if they have all the service records on that truck, like I'm not gonna pay $40,000 for a truck with 400,000 miles on it. No, I'm definitely not doing that. No way, Jose. Yeah, Chicago is a hot spot. It's definitely a hot spot. Yes, sir. Nah, it's not gonna make you an overnight millionaire. Yeah, it's not gonna make you a millionaire overnight. But I tell you what, if you stick and stay, you will get your pay. You get your money. You will get your money. If you can get your hands on the truck, you should be able to make some money. Whether that be going over the road, running regional, you should be able to make some money. Because to be honest, y'all, after that first week, I was ready to come back to the crib. I was ready. I was ready to get home, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was ready to get home. But would I stay out longer to make more money? Yes. Yes, I would. I would love to come out there. I would love to run like Chicago, Minneapolis, like that whole area, Ohio. I would like to run from like Nashville up to Chicago, Illinois, all up and through there. Like I wouldn't mind doing those. I could hang out there for weeks and just make money, going back and forth, running loads back and forth. A few weeks out there. I know I can knock down 25,000, probably more. Boy, you said Capital One try to give you an interest rate for almost 50%. Goodness gracious. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. But yeah, I've been on this live an hour, 30 minutes, y'all. Goodness gracious. I done ran way over my time. We done ran way over. But this was a good chat, though. I hope I informed some of y'all, man. Especially don't mess with the high interest rate stuff. Unless you have a lot of money that you're going to throw at that truck, paying an interest rate like that, then that's the only way I could see you justifying buying a truck with the high interest rate. Unless you get ready to kick out triple whatever that note is per month. That's the only way you're going to eat up that. That's the only way you can offset that interest rate. That's the only way. Or put a huge amount down. Yeah, I don't like that 19%. I'm gonna tell you why that 19% got me messed up, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. There was one year I purchased. This was years ago. I remember I purchased a Grand Cherokee. I purchased a Grand Cherokee, and I was excited about that thing too. I was doing some multi-level marketing company. I was doing a business, had my magnets on the side. I was good. I was like, all I was concerned was the payment, right? This is how I was thinking back then. That's how I was wired. I was thinking about the payment. The payment was like $505, right? I paid on this truck for a year, and I checked my statement. Mind you, I paid 18 grand for the truck. It was fairly new. It's fairly like a new truck. I paid 18 grand for the truck. Y'all, when I tell you I looked at my statement after 1 year and it was still sitting at 18 grand, I called that company up. I was like, hey, what? I'm looking at I've been paying on this truck for a year and my interest, I've been paying y'all $505 for a year, not missing no payments. Why is my balance not moving? And she said, yeah, you can want to take a look at the statement. Man, my interest rate was at 19%. And guess what I did? I told them, I said, yeah, I said, oh wow, really? I said, okay, well, I'll tell y'all what. Um, I said, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this vehicle back in because I'm not gonna be paying 19%, not a 19% interest rate on this vehicle. She said, well, Mr. Newton, what we can do is we can go ahead and defer your payments for the next couple of months. And if you're having any issues with the payment, I said, I'll tell you what, okay, let's defer the payments for the next couple of months. After those 2 months was over, I told him to come get that truck. I said the keys will be in the vehicle, and I went to another car dealership and bought me a truck, a little beater, out cash. And at that moment is when I decided to take my credit more seriously and started getting my credit back in order to where I could have a better situation, so I can go out here and purchase me something. But I never had that issue again after that. And I really started teaching people how to buy vehicles, and what to look for when purchasing a vehicle and pay attention to those interest rates. So now I just like to educate people on that stuff now, man, because I hate this. It's so many of us that fall into that trap and get these high interest rate vehicles. We want to look good, but we riding around in a coffin, literally. Just you riding around in the coffin because you buried inside of it. You can't get out of it. And then if you want to trade it, you can forget about it. It's gonna cost you. You paid 12,000 for the vehicle, but it's gonna cost you 15,000 to get out of it. It's nonsense, y'all. Nonsense. Yeah, 19%, boy. That number just does something. I have a flashback every time I hear 19%. Definitely. I always have a flashback. Yeah. Yeah, get you a warranty, man. You can get a warranty with that truck. When y'all buying these trucks, if you can get a warranty, please. If you got to pay extra to put a warranty on that vehicle, get you a warranty. Yeah, the length of the loan matters. So my truck currently, I only did 48 months on that truck. So the shorter term, the better. And I'm not doing 5 or 6 years on the truck. I cut mine as short as possible. Yeah, hey, most of us got hit with. Everybody got hit at some point with a vehicle that they purchased down the line. You bought a car and you thought it was, you was getting a good deal. Was car looked good. You got the tires all armor all up. I promise you. I know you did. I did the same thing. Put the system in it, but the whole time you should have been taking that money and chunking it down on that vehicle, knocking that payment down, or doubling up on that payment to pay it off early. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like, let me tell y'all something. There's no better feeling than being able to go on a lot and negotiate, and you're in the driver's seat, versus you going in, you handing over all your social security information, and they're running around trying to figure out, who can finance you and stuff like that. Like, no, that's not how you do business. You already go with your financing in place when you go do business with these dealerships. Go with your financing already together. That's how they get you when you go in there and you don't know who's going to finance you. That's not how you purchase vehicles. Already have that stuff together. So like when I purchased my Jag, right? I purchased my Jag how many years ago now, but that's the Jag is paid for, right? So when I went and purchased that Jag, I went to the dealership. I saw it on Car Gurus. I went out to Virginia Beach and purchased it. It had like 78,000 miles on it when I purchased that vehicle, right? So I went in, test drove the vehicle. I already had a check in my back pocket. Like, I already had my financing together. I had the money to purchase the truck. So I told the salesman, I said, look, this is what I'm willing to pay for this vehicle. Me and my wife we're going to go have some lunch. And you just let your sales manager know if he can meet me, at this number right here. And if so, we can do business. So we went to lunch, came back, we going back and forth, finally got him at the number I needed him to be at. And then I whipped the check out and basically, purchased the vehicle. But it wasn't they got to run and see who would finance me. And no. When your credit is strong, you're in the driver's seat. You basically call the shots. When you have strong credit, you call the shots, versus going in there and your credit not good, and you got to fill out an application. That's just not the way to do business. Not if you wanted to go in your favor. If you let them get in the driver's seat, then it's going to be a whole different situation. You're going to pay higher for the vehicle. You're not going to get it for the price that you wanted at. So yeah, my advice, get your credit very as strong as you possibly can get it before you go purchase any vehicle. Yeah, that's how you do it. Now you go to that's what that Dom, when we did that consultation call, I told Dom, I said, look, you need to go there with the check in your hand when you're going to purchase your vehicle. Already have your financing in place. Already had that financing in place. Did exactly that. See, when you go with the money already, the check in your back pocket, now you running the show. Don't let them run the show. Said, how can I get a warranty on the truck if I buy it from the bank? If I buy it from the bank, they usually have companies that you can get extended warranties from, especially if it's under a certain amount of miles. Yep. Said, my authority is waiting for my insurance and BOC3 to go active. I'm close to box truck or hot shot. Yeah, one of the two. I'm seriously considering hot shot. I'm seriously considering that. I'm seriously considering eventually getting my CDL Class A. So I'm really thinking about that right there. Not to buy. I don't want to do like a 53 foot. I don't want a big rig, nothing like that. I would do hot shot if I get my CDL. I would do hot shot with a dually. Yep, that would be my way that I go. They said they sold me the car for $14,000, and a year later, when I wanted to trade it in, they said they can give me $9,000 because that's what the car is valued at. But you owe $16,000, right? So in order to get out of that vehicle, you have to come up with some more cash to get out of that vehicle. It happens all the time when you don't buy cars right. So when I bought my Jag, I still had about $3,500 of positive equity in the vehicle when I purchased it. That's how you purchase a vehicle, right? So when I left the lot, the value didn't go down on that vehicle because I purchased it right. See, when you go on a lot and you already paying $3,000 or $4,000 more than the car is worth, now you're going to be upside down when you leave the lot. The minute you leave, you're already in negative equity. So what I like to do is when I buy a vehicle, I don't like to buy brand new vehicles. I let y'all buy the brand new vehicles and I come in and scoop it up after you get all the negative equity out of the vehicle. Then I'll buy it. I'll come and buy it after you take the hit. I let y'all take the hit and then I come in and I buy the vehicle at the right time. That way I'm getting a good, that's how I know I'm getting a good deal. Or you can pay cash for your car. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna I'm looking at that CDL. Wait, Dom, you got your CDL? I didn't know you had your CDL. I don't think you mentioned that to me. Or maybe you did. 10 years now. That's what's up, Dom. You about to be eating real good over there. You about to eat real good. I ain't mad at you. Congrats on that. Yes, hot shots hot shots are just as profitable as box trucks. That's for sure. Because hot shots can get freight on them that box trucks can't get on them most times. Especially with height dimensions and all that other stuff. So yeah. I see more flatbed loads out there than I do box truck loads. But there's work out there for both of them. Wait, you started out making $216 a week with a CDL, Brandon? Now you can do non-hot shot, even with the 3500. You just have to be under. You probably won't be able to carry as much weight because your equipment is going to be heavier with a Dodge Ram 3500. You don't have to have a CDL for that. You just got to probably have a lighter trailer, and you may only be able to carry 9,500 pounds, depending on what your equipment and truck and trailer weigh. So van and straight box, sometimes they're close. A van can be considered a straight box. Just depends on the broker. You got to read like the description of what they're looking for. Sometimes vans are referred to, they're 53-foot vans. Just depends on what the freight is and dimensions. Is a straight truck flatbed better than 26-foot box truck? A straight truck flatbed better than 26-foot box truck? Flatbed. I wouldn't necessarily say that, but you just be able to you're able to put different types of freight on the flatbeds. You know, they'll be loading those pretty much with the big the cranes and stuff. They have to load those with cranes, and just depends on what type of freight you're moving. Okay, so you are driving dump trucks. All right, cool. All right, y'all. I'm about to jump off this live, yo. We on an hour and 49 minutes. I done went way over. But I appreciate y'all coming to hang out with the homie. I'm about to jump off of this and go lay it down. I gotta go get this COVID test in the morning, y'all. I gotta go get this test because I'm about to go out of the country next week. I'm gonna show y'all where I'm at next week, y'all. I got a long flight next week. Next Thursday, I'm out of here. I'm going on vacation. Yeah, y'all welcome. Y'all welcome. I hope I drop some jewels. Hope I drop some jewels for y'all. Yeah, go ahead, Rudy, before I jump off. Jamaica. Nah, I'm not going to Jamaica. I done did Jamaica several times already. Yeah, Dub J, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. I hope I can bring my drone over there. That's my main concern where I'm going. Yeah, CDL hot shots can definitely pull more weight, so that's the thing that's intriguing me. Not that I would want to load my trailer up with like the heaviest weight out there, but you know, I think I think box right now box trucks has been like the easiest transition as far as equipment that you need. You don't really have to worry about finding trailers or a truck and putting the combination together. Not that that's super hard, but people just see the truck is pretty much ready to go, and you just can go get freight, you know, and move your stuff. So, um, but you can just haul different types of freight with that truck and trailer. And you got a cab. You got your little cab in there too. You can get your sleep on. So DOT won't bother you. You sleeping in the back of your truck. You should be good. You got a cab back there to sleep or convert it into a bed. Steven, you might have missed a few things. We was talking about this truck financing and stuff, man. Different ways of financing your truck and what not to do, how not to buy your truck. Yeah, peace. All right, down. All right, y'all. I'm about to roll up out of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all jumping on the live. Um, I may do a live if I possibly can from the other country I'll be in next week. I may go live Wednesday before I get ready to get out of here. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump up out of here. Yeah, my email is in my descriptions on YouTube. All my emails. Or you can jump on this consultation link that I got rolling across the screen. Yeah, appreciate y'all too for jumping in, y'all. I'm about to be over and out. You already know what it is. Always hustle, never stop growing until the next video or the live. Peace. You're welcome, Loretta.